Today we're going to be watching the games in the Prove Your Skill of Group 2. In this group we're going to be seeing Solve, 1337, Rush, and QQ. I'm pretty excited to see who's going to win. I'm going to set up a poll in the chat real quick to see who do you think is going to win. Poll. Let's see who is going to win Group 2. Answer 1337. Solve. Rush. Is it with the dash first? Yes, dash. Rush. Or is it going to be QQ? We're going to be watching those guys. They're going to start at 8 p.m. Central Europe time. And before we hop into those matches, we are going to be playing some random matches as well. Gonna take out the Tornwagen for a spin after its buff. See what we can do with this tank. I've heard people saying it's literally OP, so should be able to catch some good wins. Alright, let's see. Mediums are going to the medium flank. Heavy tank is coming with me, very nice. Alright. Just gonna make sure to press go live in time. Otherwise, I will have to say bye-bye to my progression here at the stream. Let's see if we can get some shots into this RU-251. Ooh, bad shot. Good shot. Okay, I feel like we should probably rotate back to the medium flank because our mediums are going to get pushed quite hardcore here. Should honestly be fine. Damn it. Press go now. Alright, there we go. Perfect. Got a shot into the AC crossing. Perfect. Perfecto. Should probably rotate back here. Try to get some shots in. See if we can help our team out holding this position. Ooh, scary. He does get that shot off. Unfortunately. Not really sure what happened there. Did not reload my shell there. It's not good. And let's see, my tanks are right there. This medium is kind of a lost cause. Would probably be best off sitting here from the B cap, making sure that they can't really shoot my hull. Hello, Object 279. How is it going, good sir? Honestly, we should be fine with this Object 279 here. With our auto reloader. Let's see. Okay, taking this guy out of the game. We might be able to get the Seleno out as well. One shot there. Let's hope my teammate does guy as well, but she doesn't. Going to be slightly troublesome. Let's get up here. Fast thinking, please. I'm not sure how that ricochet. Teammates? Ah, unfortunate. Unfortunate. Probably could have like fell back. Didn't really need to push that. Alright, let's see. We'll try again. We should be fine here. Anyways, how was you guys' day? How was it? Anything fun to do today? I actually made my own bread at home out of boredom. I was so bored today. So I just decided to get some flour, some yeast, sugar, and some salt. Create my own dough. And make my own flat bread, basically. It tastes really good. Alright. Not really sure where to go right now. With my team being a bit indecisive as well. Should be fine getting up to the middle here. Can always fall back if that's necessary. Get some shots into the Seleno here. Man. I just put myself in a bad spot, didn't I? Yes. Yes, I did. Wow. Okay, buddy. That's a great shot on your part, I guess. I require assistance team. Team, I require assistance. Oh, buddy. Kind of overextended myself there. Ooh, damn. Nice shot, man. Let's see, QQ with 2 votes. Top favorite now. I see. QQ being the top favorite of the current people in the live chat. Probably gonna be winning this very well. All right, let's hop into another match real quick. I feel like I could like 3-mark this tank, but every time I attempt to do so, I just keep getting quite unlucky. Let's see if I can 3-mark it right now, honestly. Very excellent opponent there. Finality, very good player. All right. We're gonna see if we can make something work here.
Let's get this show on the road.
279 is not interested in the medium flank today. Play one group. Well, no. It's not gonna happen, buddy.
Penetration.
Got a nice early shot into the object 140 in the middle. Another shot. All right, we're doing something. Minotauro is staring at me. Okay. We do not need to cuss at each other. Okay, that was unfortunate. Would have hoped that hits. Wow. Okay. Interesting. I could probably hit that. Yeah. Okay, the Minotaur could also hit me. Teammates are not really making a move on the city. Not really. No. Very scary. I feel like my teammates on the... Okay, okay. Stop. Let's see. Can we do something here? Since our teammates are not interested in moving on the heavy flank. Okay. We're making a move. TVP there. Wow. That Minotaur is really interested in me. That's interesting. No thanks. Can we get the shot into the minnow? Someone, please? Would be quite nice. QQ still fan favorite with 2 out of the 3 votes. Oh, no. No. I'm quite scared. I thought I saw something there, but it's not the case. Okay, good. That means that I will be making my move right here. Oh, not really. Not quite. We'll have to wait until my teammates move up a little bit. See if we can get this guy together. Really good player. From the Vendetta team, I think. Okay, he is interested in me. Man. My shots just go where I want them to go. Okay, I will not be able to capture this base. 183 is a one-shot. 183 is dead, actually. 37 damage. I'm sure that leaves a mark. Oh, come on, man. No. Not good. Not good at all. Why are you staring at me? Oh, that's why. Hey, man. Yeah, I did not expect that. Yeah. Dang it. Keep making horrible mistakes. QQ still being fan favored with 60%. 1337 also getting a vote there, and Solve team also. I haven't been watching Solve though. So I'm not really sure what to expect from that team. Alright. Centurion. Tornwagen. Tornwagen is getting played every single match, man. I guess it's really strong, but nah. It doesn't really fit for me, I guess. Alright. We're gonna be making a aggressive spot here. Okay. See if we catch the Progetto card. Yes, we can. Perfect. Perfecto. Let's hope our teammates can get some shots in if they do decide to cross. Ooh, I can HE that. Okay. He's moving too much. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Stop, stop, stop. No. No. Sir, could you stop staring at me, please? That way I will be able to fire at you freely. I would highly appreciate that. Get a shot into this glacier. Track shot. Get away from that WZ, who is going to try to shoot me. WZ gets picked up by the team. Perfect. I probably will have to try and tell my team to take out the Progetto. Not really getting a good shot there. And bad shot again. Alright, doesn't matter. Team picked him up. It's time to start working on these guys on the base capture. Let's see, they do have... Oh, hey. Yeah, hey man. Could you refrain from doing that, please? That's not really cool, man. What the hell am I supposed to do against this? Nothing, I guess. Because the Tornvagen is staring here. He's probably going to be quite interested in me in a second. A 1. A 2. Can I pen that? And I'm dead. I'm in a horrible position. Can I run? Yes! Let's hope the standard B didn't make a move on me. Nope. Okay, we're good. We're good. Not quite able to penetrate that. Not quite, not quite. I don't think I can. But I... Hey. Okay. Damn it. The standard B has the Europe disease of not being able to aim over the back of the tank. QQ losing some votes there to the 50%. 3 votes for QQ. All right. Centurion was a horrible play. All right, we're gonna try again with the Centurion. I want this 3 mark so bad, man. It's my favorite tank. Tiger Mouse, Standard B. Probably just gonna go to the middle because this tank has quite an alright armor profile on the turret. But let's hope we do not face tanks like the 60 TP. 60 TP would absolutely disintegrate me into atoms, which is not nice. Alright, TVP. No, really something that I cannot handle. Bad shot here. Why is this guy allowed to do this? Okay. I'm cooked. I am cooked. I will be dying soon. I will be... Okay. Alright. Do you really have to do that? Is that really... Is that really... Okay. Wow, you died for that. That's cool, man. Okay. Come on. Do it. I'm a one-shot. Take me. Come on. Come on, man. He hits those. Damn it! Damn it, man! Ah, that's just unfortunate. That is just extremely unfortunate. This concept not really making himself useful, just been sitting here all game doing quite literally nothing, but what can I say? It happens, man. It happens. Keep getting some bad games, honestly. I should try my best to do some good games. Ooh, my E4 has a birthday. Let's see. Alright, they have a Kampfpanzer 07 from the mystery crates. Pretty cool tank. E4 is kind of not really good right now, considering that the cupola is quite weak. APCR standard ammunition doesn't really like to penetrate anything. 630 off out of my head, I think, as far as I can remember. 630, right? I think. It's not really great for a 155mm. I wish I hit that. I wish I had hit that. That would have made a difference. Hey, sir. Thank you. Alright. We got a shot in. We got a shot in. Bad chat just threw his tank away, I guess. Yep. Okay. Whatever, man. Concept, what are you doing? What are you doing? I think we could probably make a move here. Wow. Alright, man. That's really awesome. And now the Kampfpanzer is going to poke out here. Okay. Not able to get a shot. It's gonna go down low. Sheridan is taken out though. That's quite good, to be honest. I just don't really know what to do here. Kind of in an awkward position. Can we HE that man? Yes. Yes, we can. My loader! Sir, my loader! Alright. We're gonna pick up this T62, T30 and 704 have been out of the game basically all game, not really doing anything, so that's good for us. Is the T62 aware of my presence? Yes, he is. Is he interested in, like, shooting at some point? I just want to get, like... Okay, I don't care. Screw it. Boom! Boom! Bro just got sent back to the gulag. I think that the 704 could be either AFK or in a camping position, but I'm not sure. Let's find out. Let's find out. Alright. 704. I've got a candy. He is in the camping position. Damn it. My damage. I want my 3k. No. Sir, come back. No. Sir, come back. Sir, No. I will not. I cannot get there in time. Just move forward, please. Do something. Stop standing in behind the house, man. Die. Yes. 2.9k. That was a really awkward game with some weird stuff going on, man. Nice ammo rack, though. Boom. Let's see, what time is it? 7:53. All right, we can play one more game. One more quick game. One more quick game. What the hell? Where's that port? No. No. I want to do some early spotting, you know. Alright, can we get some early spots in, maybe? Tornwagen crossing. Nice early shot there. 116. Not really trying to get a hit while driving away. The 116 is going to be holding the B cap. No! Boom! Another ammo rack. Alright. My team is kind of sitting back there, which is not really great. I mean... Mouse tank? Oh, there's actually quite a bunch of people there. Free shot into the mouse tank, thank you very much. Or, in other words, thank you very much. Alright, let's see if we can make a move together with the mouse tank. Not quite. Where? Oh, okay. That's fair enough. Ow. Some support would be nice. Yeah, yeah, man. Yeah, man. Tell that to your ML2 and TS60. I don't know. And E100. I didn't even notice him. Didn't even know that we had a E100 in the team, actually. What the hell? Man, this is rough. Can we get some shots into the Tornwagen here? Not really. Not quite. Let's see if we can maximize our depression angles. No. Porsche is going to drive in front of me. It's fine. Sheridan is being a bit greedy there. Not quite able to pick up the E100. We'll be finishing the crown here. Alright. Nice kill. Sheridan a bit greedy, not really knowing how big his tank really is. Can we get some shots into the 183 here? Also not quite. This guy's looking the other way. Nice shot. Alright. Nice victory. Perfectly in time for the first game. Alright. As I've said, we're going to be watching Group 2 of the Prove Your Skill, Day 3. In this group, we will be watching... Ooh, already got the invite. Nice. we will be watching QQ 1337, Rush, and Solve. And the first map is going to be... Can my game load, please? Okay, first game is going to be on Mayan Ruins, and for the tiebreaker, we will be seeing New Bay. All right. 0-0. I think QQ was on the left. I don't know. I'm not sure. Okay, it doesn't matter. We've seen some really good strats from QQ, getting like early cap advantage and then controlling the rest of the game. I will be chatting to make sure that you guys don't really feel the 3 minutes delay. But yeah, QQ versus 1337. I'm not really sure if Solve is... I haven't seen Solve yet. I just want to say that. I haven't seen Solve quite yet. I did see some interesting things from 1337, almost winning to Liquid, who are in fact top 5 right now on the leaderboard, or top 6. While 1337 is on top 8. Both are trying to get their spots into the professionals tournament. But we will see. We might be able to see some people contesting 1337 and QQ. And we will be hopping into the first match in 3, 2, 1. And there we go. All right. Hey, what's up, the real deal? the deal for real? The deal for real. I always struggle with your name, man. And what's up, Rev, as well. All right. 1337 is on the left side of our screen in red with 3 116s, 2 Krans, 1 215B, and a Panzerwagen. And we see QQ with 2 Felices, 4 Krans, and 1 116. Not choosing the light there. Light tank for 1337 is taking the C point because they're faster to get to the cap. 116 here, bleeding a little bit. Crowns are expecting them to poke out a little bit. Light tank running away, does get a HE bleed into the 116 there. Crowns kind of taking the control over the middle part, making sure that the 1337 Crowns will have to fall back a little bit. 1337 is looking for the play on the B cap. Not really sure if that's the smart idea. I'm sure QQ will be decapping this with some HE shots. No. 1337 is able to get the cap. But 1337 is also bleeding quite a lot in the meantime, which gives QQ quite a big HP advantage right here of 3,200, which is basically a tank, a whole tank at this point. Let's see, QQ holding their spawn there. Might be looking for a push onto the B cap. Getting a shot into the 215B, bleeding him down to almost 2 shots. Another HE splash damage shot. Kranwagen poking out on the B cap, not really a smart decision there, knowing that you don't really have the hit points to do such things. This could lead to a push onto the B point for QQ. Very, very soon. 1337 also taking the A cap in the meantime. QQ kind of gathered in the middle. I am waiting for the B push. Days getting a shot into the Kran in the middle. Also getting a shot into the 116 there. Kind of over poking there. Felice moving up from the bush right there. Krans looking for a play. Starting to push into the back of the enemy. Probably looking to finish this Kran right here in the middle. Kran will be taken out. Not Your Daddy is going to be soon the next victim of the Kranwagens. Felices holding off the other people in the city, the 116s. 215B gets taken out as well by Performance. Performance creating the crossfire here. 116 is not really sure who to focus here. Kind of in a bad spot. Pretty awkward spot as well. 116 getting bled out heavily now. Is going to be the next target of the Kranwagens here in the middle. And this is the win for QQ. Taking back the B cap, getting a successful push from behind. 1337 not really standing a chance there. Too much bleeding in the beginning to kind of hold them off. Too low HP to hold the team of QQ off. We will be seeing main ruins again. Let's see if QQ is still not interested in taking the light. Because last game we saw 1337 taking a light, but QQ not really wanting to see the light there in their lineup. Rather making advantage out of their hit points and armor and clipping potential. QQ taking a 60 TP. I feel like the 60 TP is probably going to be behind the B cap. Perfectly having the turret over the little wall there. Getting shots into any other tank that is willing to try to get the B cap. I must say I do quite like the IS-4 in the position behind the B cap, but 60 TP could work as well with a bigger punch for the HE splash, for example. But the 60 TP on the other hand has it has a bit of worse armor on the whole, I would say. And not really the same DPM either. Alright. We will see if my prediction was correct of the 60 TP. Looking for the B cap. We see 1337 interested in the quick C cap again. Just like last game. Kran's probably not going to be in time to decap that. 60 TP, in fact, going where I expected him to be going. Felice will be holding the spawn for QQ on the heavy flank. QQ looking to lay a trap here, maybe, with the... Not even. They're looking for shots on the light tank on the bridge right there. They might be able to get some shots there into the light tank. 60 TP getting punched by the Kran up top. Not really in a good position there. Pushing too far up. QQ looking for a move on the C point with the Krans. Gets one shot in. Will we be looking for the second shot? No. 1337 looking for the counter push onto the C point. All moving up. Will be trying to take that Kranwagen out here. Who is trying to get his tank out of the game there. Not really looking to die there. 1337 also kind of discontinuing the push. 116 is rotating back to the bridges to take some control back. Kran does get taken out. But this is kind of an equal game. 1337 does have a one shot, but the hit points are quite equal until now. 1337 having more hit points. QQ will have to start picking up the one shots, the low HPs. 116 coming in from behind will be finishing off Days. Oxbow with a full clip, not really able to connect the first one. Oxbow looking to finish the 116. Gets blocked by the Crown, but does get the shot in. In the meantime, QQ pushing into their spawn, not really working there with the Felice. Felice going for the Crown here. Will probably be able to pick that up. Oxbow in a bad spot here. Will be picked up in a second. Is picked up. Spanish Sahara and the Felice as the last guy left. Welcome, 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 Razorblade. Welcome, Sky. Oh man, I can't pronounce that. I'm sorry, man. Sky, welcome, Sky. I'm so sorry, I cannot pronounce that. Spanish Sahara getting put into the jar, basically. Getting shot from all angles, and that is the win for 1337. I forgot to update the scores. QQ did win the first one, I think. Yeah, that is a 1-1. New Bay tiebreaker for QQ versus 1337. Tiebreaker. Guys, let me know your guesses in the chat. Who is going to win this? Who is going to win the tiebreaker here? We do see some crans on the side of QQ, but not readying up yet. We see two Felices for 1337 being a really strong tank this season, but not a lot of people have the tank because of the price tag on it. The tank is quite expensive. Not really available either. With the 4-shot auto reloading gun. We see two Felices on both sides. We see 1, 2, 3. 3 crowns for QQ and 2 116s. And on the side of 137, we see a light tank. Quite interested to see what the light tank will be doing this game. We see more crowns for 1337. Might be because of the 116 also being quite a hard tank to get. Even though it is in the shop right now for 15,000 gold. People might not have the gold laying around for it. Here we go for the tiebreaker, the winning match. Who will be going into the upper bracket? What will we see this game? We see QQ looking to get the bridges here, and 1337 with the light getting the quick capture point of the C point. Felice in the back will be holding the B point. Kran's trying to get some early cross shots into the Kran, holding the bridge. Ooh, Oxbow does bleed 100 HP there. Kran's right here, staying unspotted to try and kind of make a bait out of this Kran. Hoping that QQ will be falling for the bait to push this Kran to get some cross shots in. Felice gets spotted by the Panzerwagen, not really knowing where that came from. Might be taking some blind shots soon as the Felice is spotted. But that does give QQ some intel of people being in the city. QQ not really interested in making a move right now. Kind of sitting. Daze is moving up. Trying to get an angle into the Kranwagen. 1337 Kranwagens have to start moving to get some shots. To make sure that this guy doesn't die for free. That Yumiya doesn't die for free. Yumiya on 1000 HP. Daze will be getting one more shot. Does miss the last shot. Quite an expensive one to miss, if you ask me. Kranwagen will be running away to the A point. Might as well stop the bleed, the capture point bleed for them. QQ kind of just holding the bridges. Also holding the crossfires, making sure that Daze will not die for free. If 1337 will try to pick up Daze, it will be an expensive one, knowing that these Krans right here are ready to shoot anything that crosses. Are pre-aiming this corner right here. Kind of expecting someone to come from there. Felice is in the city, kind of not really doing anything. Felice right here bled a couple shots to the Panzerwagen. Gap lead is still in favor of 1337, which means that Oxbow is currently making a move. Is finishing off the Kranwagen right there. Yumiya gets finished. This might be a sign for 1337 to start making their move onto Daze. But on the other hand, they don't really have to, since they do still have a bit of a cap advantage. But the bait Krans are starting to make their move onto Oxbow. Oxbow will be in a horrible spot here. Will be picked up basically for free. Oxbow gets picked up. Kranwagen right here will also be bleeding quite heavily due to the overextending right here. Will be picked up by the 116. 1337 taking the A point back. Days still alive right here. But kind of out of the fight. Will be picked up by the light tank soon. He's trying to run away from that light tank. Trying to make sure that he does get his shots out that he has ready in his clip. Gets one shot in. Does not get the second shot though. QQ trying to get the Felices out. Felice is in a crossfire here with the other Felice. Performance will be dumping a full clip into Not Your Daddy. Spanish Sahara might be... Yes, does finish off the Felice. Kran's looking to make their counter. Try to pick up performance now that he's low HP anyways. Does get the first shot. Performance will be picked up. Spanish Sahara is probably best off waiting a bit to reload his clip. Solitude does also get picked up. Now it's only the Felices left versus the two Kranwagens and the Light. Spanish Sahara kind of in a bad spot there with two guys. The other Felice also coming in to support his teammate. Does get the first shot in. They're trying to get the Kran renamed user out of the game to make sure that they don't lose some capture points. Do get the Kran out. But will probably be losing because of the light tank taking their last capture point right here. This will be a good game for 1337. Kran looking to finish Spanish Sahara. Does he get the kill? No, he does not quite get the kill there. But 1337 is going to get the victory there on the capture points. Good game to 1337. Very well played. Keeping in mind that they do have the capture point advantage. QQ kind of in a bad spot without the light tank. Light tank would have been able to contest the capture point lead. That is another point for 1337. All right. 1337 does take that one home in the bag. Let's see. Any other teams done playing in the third stage? Kova won against 4RIP. Will be taking a fight against Liquid. Rush winning to Solve. Will be fighting 1337 in 10 minutes. QQ will be fighting Solve in 3 minutes. All right. Any other interesting matches that we would want to see who wins? Belov does take the victory against nobody. Ipa. They didn't even play. Why is there 3 people in that group? What? Okay, let's see. Choke won against Ilum. Will be taking a game against Prada. BPS losing to Prada. BPS losing to Prada. Huh. Aren't these guys all top 8? Or higher? Not really sure what happened there. Not really sure. Interesting. Belov losing to BPS losing to Prada. Can imagine that they're not really happy about that one. Let's see the poll. 24 votes, and 1337 is in the lead with the votes with 33%. QQ with 29% of the votes. Did lose against 1337 there. Very well played on the side of 1337. Very nice game there. Very good tiebreaker. Pretty close. QQ probably able to win that one if it weren't Supremacy. But obviously every tournament is Supremacy. Now we will be waiting for the next matches. I'm not really sure. I'm not really sure it's gonna win in Group 2. Group 2 has some really strong teams. Really strong teams in Group 2. I'm not even gonna be lying. Group 2 has 1337, which are on the top 8 in the leaderboard. Rush, who are on at least in the top 16, I believe. So that's also a very strong team. QQ, I think in the top 22-ish. Let me check. All right. QQ, top 23 right now. Solve, top 25. 1337, top 8 right now. And Rush in top 15 right now. BPS, though, top 7 right now. Lost to Prada, who are on top 20. Top 7 losing to a top 20 team at the moment. Quite interested to see what happened there. We'll be watching that back in the streams. Gonna be waiting for the next couple games. Rush versus 1337 in 7 more minutes. Not gonna try to play another game in that time. Don't think that's worth it. Might be missing the game then. Are Aqua playing? Aqua is not playing already. They already qualified for the professionals tournament. So they do not have to play. So they already have 100,000 cups, which gives them the guaranteed top 8 spot. So we will be seeing Aqua in the professionals tournament. Let's see. The teams that have already qualified are Aqua, Mercy, Tornado, and EXL. Below those 4 are Liquid on top 5, Belove on top 6, BPS on top 7, and 1337 on top 8. I am quite interested to see who is going to win this tournament, the Spring Games. Tournament room is available. All right. Let's jump in and go back to the garage. Don't want to be showing tanks of enemy lineups. If you guys are enjoying my commentary, make sure to drop a like. Man, I feel horrible saying that. I mean, if you enjoy it, sure, man. Drop a like, you know. We're going to be watching 1337 versus... what was it again? I think it was Solve. I forgot. No, it's Rush. It's Rush. It's Rush. It's Rush. What am I saying? Rush versus 1337. Scores are going to be 0-0 again. All right. In the poll, 1337 is still fan favorite. Rush and QQ are equal with 27% both. 133. Rush and QQ. What did I say? I forgot. Rush and QQ both 27% of the votes. 1337 still on top of the leaderboard with the votes for my poll with 31% of the votes. I haven't really been seeing Rush. I haven't seen Rush play, so I don't really know what to expect from these matches. We are going to see the maps. Let's see, what maps do we have? I forgot. We have Molendijk, Black Goldfield, and Canal for the tiebreaker. Molendijk is a very good map. Kind of, it's basically a mirror map. Both teams have kind of the same positions. Black Goldfield, not really a great map to play on, if you ask me. Canal is very good. 4 capture points and a big space to play on. Big area to play on. I always enjoy Canal, especially medium's flank, but I've also been enjoying the heavy flank, going to the heavy flank with my light tank, getting some shots from the side of the enemy. Canal. I mean, Molendijk. Black Goldfield. These are not really maps where you can boost other people uphill, so I don't expect anything crazy to happen. But this will be interesting. We'll be hopping into the match in 1 minute, and we will see who is going to win. It's either Rush or 1337, who will be continuing in the upper bracket. We've seen some great things from 1337 before. I am quite sure that they will continue this in these matches as well. On Molendijk, we've seen some plays for the B point as well. So you mainly go for one of the capture points, either the A or the C point in the city or the medium flank, and then after that you might make a move for the B point. But honestly, for the most part, you see the counter pushes on the point of the enemy. So we will be seeing 4 crans for 1337 and 3 light tanks, and we see a CS63 in the team of Rush. What? What? That's crazy, man. That's crazy work. Zero, 4, 1, 3, 3, 7. Let's get the scoreboard up. Did not really prepare this too great. All right. Rush team versus 1337. All right, let's get up here. CS63 already bleeding quite some damage here. Light tank also bleeding a little bit. Right here. 1337 does get the early cap advantage. Rush. Kind of looking for the B point already. Also looking for some blind shots. Trying to get some sneaky damage in already. Rush gathered all over the city. I'm not really sure what to expect from either teams because I have never seen a CS63 in a Prove Your Skill, and I also not really seen 3 light tanks on Molendijk either. So I don't really know what to expect from these teams in this match right here. But I'm sure we will see some crazy things happening with these lineups. Rush does have a slight hit points advantage due to the fact that they have heavier tanks. But 1337 does have the capture point advantage, so they are waiting for the team of Rush to make a push. Rush rotating back to their own spawn. Might be looking for a push onto the A cap. Panzerwagen looking to make some spots into the enemy spawn to make sure that they don't get followed into their spawn, into the city. Making sure that they don't have to expect any pushes from their back. Rush starting to rotate. We'll probably be pushing wide here to the A cap. I'm quite sure that they will be spotted very, very quickly by the light tanks though. So if anything happens here, they will have to push as fast as possible. Damn. Alright. Kran pushing in first. Light tank kind of running away here. Ooh. We do see some bleeds, not really that much. All the tanks take basically one shot. But 1337 is forced to make a move back to their own spawn. Is not gonna be able to hold the A cap with that many tanks. Cross shots into the Kran. Kran getting beamed out of the game. Heavy misplay. Heavy misplay crossing there. Bit too greedy, probably for the light. I think he was looking for this light tank here. Far too greedy. And does get taken out. This gives 1337 a big disadvantage. But they do still have 2 caps right now. CS63 does get a shot into the Panzerwagen. CS63 is kind of in a pickle, also stuck in the open. Will be bullied by the lights and is taken out as well. Team Rush looking to make their moves as well. Does make a move for the B point. Will they be able to get the B point? Light gets taken out, does not get the D cap on the B point. Rush is probably going to be winning this game on caps, and that crossing on the Kran. Rush does take this one. The Kran right here dying so fast. That gave Rush quite literally the win. Very, very, very interesting lineups for both teams. Extremely interesting lineups. Rush does have 1 point. All right. All right. We're going to be watching the second game on Molendijk. Will we see any crazy lineups again? We see 5 Krans for Team Rush and 2 light tanks as well. We see the Vickers Light, mainly because the Vickers Light is basically able to win the fight against most tanks with the hash as well. Because the Rheinmetall Panzerwagen is able to take reactive armor, and hash or HE does do the same damage as normal. It does not work to use your reactive armor against HE or hash. We see 2 concepts on the side of 1337, 2 crowns, 3 crowns, and 2 lights. All right. We will be hopping into the next match in 10 seconds. Let me know who you think is going to win this round, either a Rush or 1337. I have no clue. Seeing that major misplay with a crown on the B cap, I don't know. Rush might still have a chance here. All right, here we go. Rush looking for the A cap. 1337 also looking for the A cap. Kind of going for the A cap with the whole team. Panzerwagen looking for spots in the middle. Expecting each other. Rush does get the first shot in though. And the second shot, HE. Ooh. Kran's not really having a good time of the Rush team. Kran did in fact get deleted, yeah, in the last game. Rush light tank kind of in a bad spot there, already bleeding half of their HP. Not good, not good. 1337 does take the A cap. Will be having the cap advantage. Is looking for a push into the spawn of the Rush team. Do the Rush team react to this properly? They don't really react properly. Rush is bleeding, even though 1337 is the one pushing. You should be the one bleeding when you're pushing, but it does not really seem to happen. Rush rotating back with the crans, trying to hold their spawn. Don't really think that's gonna work with the crans, since this cran has a way better position. 1337 not really interested in the enemy spawn anymore, knowing that the whole enemy team is there. We'll be making a rotation back to the C point. Might be interested in going into the city and sneaky capture the C point. It's kind of silent now. Light gets 1 shot. We will see Rush play very carefully, I hope. Oh, bless me. Light tank right here, trying to get some probably HE splashes in. Does get one HE splash. Rush looking for a push onto these crans. Gets horrible, gets bled horribly. Deleted, renamed user also getting bled quite a lot here. Horrible, already down to a one shot. Crans kind of bleeding a lot. 1337 will be taking out these light tanks right here. Kranwagens on the rush side will have to start picking up the kills right here. Rheinmetall Panzerwagen will be taken out at any moment right now. Does not get taken out quite yet. Is able to run. Rush is looking to continue their move onto the A-cap, but not really having the clips reloaded yet. As to where they are getting shot from basically anywhere. Kind of a close game. Concept having to pull back. Is going to die. Rush might be able to win this though. But I don't think so. 1337 does know that they have the cap advantage. Will probably be playing on the caps. Is not looking for any active violence anymore. Light tank on the B point. Got spotted. Rotates out. Does not want to be dying. Concept right here will be holding this. Will be getting shots in the middle, maybe? Is not interested in the middle. They're just trying to stay alive. Trying to win on these caps. And do win on caps by the Kranvine dying here. That is a victory for 1337. Winning on the caps right here. Kind of losing there in the last push. Rush making a really good push there. But not quite thinking about the caps. This will be a first point for 1337. Alright, now we have Black Goldville. We do see a lot of blind shots in the beginning of the map over the middle road. A lot. We do see that a lot. We will be seeing a Felice for 1337. 2 light tanks again. We do see some interesting lineups with multiple lights. Rush is now the fan favorite in the poll, equal to QQ, with 30% of the votes. Alright, there we go. Hopping into the third match. We're gonna be seeing a Felice on the side of 1337. But on the side of Rush, we see the 116s being used. Might be looking for the B cap there with the 116s. We will probably be seeing some blind shots into the enemy spawn right here. Horrible. Not launched into the game yet. Barely hitting, barely missing that. Horrible, kind of sitting. Not really sure what's happening there. Might be some internet issues. Horrible. AFK for now. One 337 looking for the aggressive spots into the caves. We'll be taking some positional advantages here. Horrible, still not really launched into the game yet. This will be quite an expensive one for the team of Rush. We see 1337 going for the enemy spawn of Team Rush. Light tank might be taken out really soon here. Vickers Light rotating back to the C point. Probably trying to cover for their concept, who is not yet launched into the game. I'm not really sure what's happening there. Light tank of 1337 does get pressured away. This might be a sign for 1337 to start making their move on the A cap. Not really doing that. Light does get taken out for team of 337. One 337. Rotating back to the C point again with the light tank. Quite a risky one if you ask me. Already on half HP, what are they doing with the lights? Already down to 630. Already down to a one shot. Does have support from the crown, but not really getting that proper HP support from the crown. Rather bleeding himself at the moment. Crown perma-tracked in the open. Just stuck there. Kind of just throwing the tank away. Light tank is going to be looking for an escape. Does not escape. 1337 giving 2 tanks away. Horrible, finally back into the game. After missing at least a minute of the game. 1337 might be looking for a push. Is in fact looking for a push onto this 116 right here. And this 116 will be taken out of the game very, very soon. Is taken out. Felicia kind of in the open in the crossfire. Will be trying to move back. Does not want to be dying right there. 1337 not really having any advantage at this very moment. Felicia does get taken out. For Rush, this might be a bad joke, but they just have to rush in. You know? Just get their shots and just rush in. You have double the HP, more tanks. It's basically over. Crown gets taken out. With 2 more guys to be picked up. Concept moving in. Does get the first shot. Misses the second shot though. concept right here. Getting shots into the Kran. Kran on the one shot. 116 on the one shot. Dusk got taken out. Kran right here will be taken out as well. I don't know what happened. I mean, the Kran on the heavy flank got just perma-tracked and got taken out by the Vickers and the other light. And the light tank of 1337 also just basically throwing his tank away, not hitting any shots there. Rather getting bled out by their Vickers and the Rheinmetall. Nah, kind of an expensive one. Horrible. Being AFK for 1 to 2 minutes on the second of the team in terms of damage. That is another win for Team Rush. 2-1. Very interesting game. All right. We see, let's see, an IS-4 on the team of Rush. 2 116s and 3 crans and a light tank. And on team 1337 we do see 2 lights, 2 116s and 3 crans. I really do not understand why they pushed back into the heavy flank as 1337 team B. They just got defeated there. I'm not really sure what happened there. Interested to know the thought process there. But that doesn't matter because we are already into our next match. If Rush wins this, that would be quite a good thing for them. Rush is kind of cooking here, man. Rush looking for some blind shots. Not really connecting any. Well, they did connect one, but they only gave the track crit. Quite lucky on 1337 side for the tank. (1337) looking for an early capture on the A cap. Rush rather taking it slowly but steady. IS-4 holding the B cap, not really being able to get shot by anything due to the insane turret armor. Alright. 1337 looking to be aggressive on the A cap, getting some spots in there. Rush kind of stuck in their spawn, not really getting any positional advantages here. Rather looking for the perfect moment, looking to get some bleeds. Not really sure what I would do in the shoes of Team Rush right now. Horrible trading with the Kran, does get a shot in while taking only 1 HE splash back in return. Kran blind firing, trying to get some sneaky bleeds in. If I were Team Rush, I might start looking to get the B cap. 116 looking to make the rotation back. Does get spotted. Bleeds 2 shots. Is stuck in the open. Bleeds half his HP. Is down to a 1 shot. Very, very expensive there. Not good. Not good for Team Rush. That will make the push for the B point quite difficult. We also see that IS4 already rotating back from the B point. Not really interested in that capture point anymore. In the meantime, we see 1337 taking it really slow, waiting for a rush to make their move. Already just knowing that they have almost a full tank out of the enemy's game. Kranwagen was looking for the rotation back into the medium flank. Got spotted a while going. Decides not to make the same mistake as the 116 to continue driving. (1337) just waiting, knowing that they have the cap advantage and the HP advantage. Rush will have to start making their move very, very soon. Will probably be making their move for the A point, but it's probably not going to happen with so many tanks on the A point waiting for it. Rush moving in. Will probably not be getting that A point. 1337 already prepared for this push. Getting some bleeds. Kran taking 1 shot, 2 shots. Kran here taking 1 shot, horrible. Driving straight into the enemy. Renamed user down to 800 HP. Rush team bleeding everywhere. Kran will be picked up in a second. Is picked up, and that's a win for 1337 on the caps. Really, really bad rotation for the 116 there. Getting nuked for basically all of his HP. Very bad there for Team Rush. That made them unable to create that push for the B point. Alright, we see the last map, Canal. We see 2 Kampfpanzers. I would assume that those Kampfpanzers are going to be interested in the heavy flank. Object 140 as well, what? What? Those are some interesting lineups, man. Honestly, it would only make sense for Rush to go either for the heavy flank cap or just go completely for the medium flank. But it's a tiebreaker. I don't know about this. I don't know about this strategy right here. It is quite risky. It is quite risky. I mean, yeah. What can I say, right? What can I say? I mean, the 140 is a good tank, but is it really good enough to be using in a tournament? I don't know. I don't know. We will see. Very risky lineup. Very risky lineup for Team Rush. But it might pay off. We've seen some very weird stuff happening. We see 3 light tanks on the side of 1337. Probably will try to take control of the whole map, getting spots everywhere. We will see. This is definitely going to be a caps game unless one big misplay is going to happen, which I do not expect, honestly. Team Rush going in for the D point. I mean, fair enough. Getting some first shots in, looking for the cross shots here on the enemy crossing. Kranwagen, very, very aggressive here. Don't think that's gonna pay off. 1337 only has to decap this. Rush bleeding out a lot. Light tank almost out of the game already. Team Rush is just not able to get that C-cap. 116 stuck in the open. Will he be able to return back? No. 116 is taken out. The medium tanks, on the other hand, will be looking for the enemy spawn, but it's not going to happen, I'm afraid. Rush taking the very risky lineup, not paying off. This is quite literally already over unless 1337 makes a massive mistake. One 337 not having to do anything in this moment. Just sitting, holding their positions, and bleeding the enemies out for as much as possible. Yeah, the risky... I mean, the tanks on the D point did not really throw there. I mean, it's not really the lineup's fault now. It's mainly the fault of the 116 and the light not being able to capture this and just not falling back in time, or rather just getting tracked in the open all the time. Crown takes 2 shots to the face, 3 shots. Ooh. Bleeding a lot. It's not what you want to do if you're in this position. 1337 knowing that they just don't have to do anything to win this anymore. Due to that big HP advantage. Medium tanks going for the push onto the Kranwagen here. Will be taking the Kranwagen out quite soon with their DPM. Kran is taken out. But on the other hand, the Kranwagen of Team Rush also gets taken out. Medium tanks of Team Rush looking for the Kranwagen here in the open. But in the meantime, 1337 just farming them because of like the early advantage of Team 1337. Getting those early bleeds, almost destroying 2 whole tanks. In fact, destroying 1 tank and getting 1 light down to a 1-shot. The light tank up here is going to be fighting the Kampfpanzer, but this is already a win on the caps. I don't know what to say about this. That was really, really bad on the B cap for Team Rush. I forgot to put the correct score. That's a 3 for 1337. Anyways, let's go back to the next room. QQ versus 1337, I think. Am I correct? I think I am, yeah. QQ. Alright. Versus 1337. Okay. This. Whoops. We're gonna be watching the maps of Winter Malinovka, Rockfield, and Yukon for the tiebreaker. Winter Malinovka is quite a hard map, if you ask me. Quite a hard one. We did see some 1-to-1 WZ 1-to-1s rushing in for the medium flank right in the corner, but 1337 will know if this is going to happen because we saw last time that they are just going to send a couple of crowns into the corner with the enemy WZ 1-to-1s to punish them. But we've also seen QQ play on Winter Malinovka as well, getting a very strong advantage positional wise and cap wise. Positional wise and cap wise for QQ. QQ more likely to play it slowly. 1337 also does take it slowly most of the times, but not always the case. Okay, we will see the match in 2 minutes. Let me know who you guys think is going to win, QQ or 1337. Both excellent teams, both teams. Mainly QQ have seen the top 8 multiple times. 1337 also showing excellent performance lately. We will see what is going to happen. All right, we're going to be put into the match in a minute. Trying not to die here while streaming. All right, one more minute. Winter Malinovka being a very hard map to play well. We do see a lot of plays for the medium flank. Not really a lot of heavy flank players. But Rockfield will be interesting. We've seen multiple boosts on Rockfield up certain hills. We've seen a Hori getting boost up the hill for the... I believe it's the north spawn. And we've seen a light getting boosted on top of the hill in the spawn on the south spawn as well. We've seen some weird stuff. We've seen some very weird stuff on Rockfield. So I'm excited to see what's going to happen on Rockfield. I always love these like random boosts of the hills. I've seen people also boost a grill up a certain hill on Alpenstadt. That's quite risky as well. But if you make it work, it can work very well. I'm gonna be showing you guys. Oh, this is not Wind Malinovka. Alright, fair enough. I have seen a grill being boosted up this hill right here. Being able to get shots onto people right here. But we do see QQ interested in the A cap. Kran's already blind firing into the bush, expecting the light to be there. Light not in the bush at that very moment. Rush looking for the early B cap. Does meet the Felice there. Felice is looking for a D cap. This does not really need a D cap anymore. Horrible is not quite able to get that cap right there. Felice will have to back up. Kran is getting a shot in. Rush does have the cap advantage. 116 bleeding, another shot there. And another one already down to half HP basically. And quite expensive there. Another shot. 116 is in a horrible position here. Felice is quite literally just able to push that base, I think. Yeah. If Felice would want to, he could just basically kill the Kran. Felice is in a very good spot here. QQ looking to move forward on the A cap. And looking to put some pressure on Rush's spawn. Light tank getting some shots in. QQ is not really having the caps here, but does have very big map control. Alright, if I were a Rush, I would probably see to look and get these tanks into the enemy spawn. Kind of returning the favor, pressuring the enemy spawn as well for QQ. QQ not really interested in making a move yet. Days looking to get some information about the C cap. Does not really want to overcommit there, knowing that there's probably enemies there. Right now we're just seeing a holding game. QQ looking to make the push for the B cap maybe. They could make that work. I mean, the Crown does have a good position for that. Oh, it's Rush. Oh, my score. I'm messing up. Thanks to Rigors from the Egoid team. Messing up my OBS here. Man, get back in screen. Rush tag. Alright, we're good. Back to commentary. Back to quality commentary. QQ is not really able to get the B cap here due to the Crown having a perfect position to D cap that. QQ looking to make their move onto the C cap. Not really punished for it either. But will be punished by the... Will not be punished actually. I thought the Crown might have been able to punish that. 116 does get taken out here for basically free. Rush in the meantime making their counter push on the Felice is looking to get Oxbow as well. Oxbow able to run away from the situation with the super speed boost. Rush light tank looking to create a crossfire here on the 116 is able to do that. And QQ1 on caps. Oh, I didn't even notice the caps. I didn't even notice the caps, man. I'm daydreaming. Ooh, I wouldn't have even noticed that. It said 1337 still. Dumb. That's what I am. Oh man, it's a good thing that I have people helping me in the meantime. Oh, dang it. Beginner mistake. Alright, we do have a Felice on the side of QQ, two 116s, two concepts, and a light tank. And on the side of Rush, we see 4 Crans, two 116s, and a Vickers. Rush does seem to be more interested in the Vickers, knowing that they can hash the Panzerwagens if the enemy has the Panzerwagen, to create a advantage there. All right, we'll be dropping into the match in 20 seconds. Ten more seconds. Ooh, we might. Oh, we did not see a last second switch for performance. Performance keeping the concept. All right. Kind of looking into the wrong thingies. I think this is the match to see who is going to get into the battle for 1337 again. This is the match to get into the finals. Alright. Days going for the river. Rush looking to go towards the A cap. Kranvagen will be positioning right here to get some D caps onto the B point if the enemy may be interested in the B point. Kranvagen gets spotted early and takes a shot from Days very early on. FPS, okay, stay normal. Alright. QQ looking to be aggressive onto the A cap, kind of making a bit of a brawl here. Rush team bleeding with the 116s. Still with full clips. I mean, getting shot and not returning the favor is not a good thing. Welcome, Liberté. Which is French for freedom. Oh man, I'm such a nerd. Alright. Rush team falling back. Not really interested in contesting the A-cap too much. Might be interested in pushing the Felice in the middle with the Vickers. Creating a bit of a crossfire. Making sure that the Felice has to choose between either the Vickers or the people below him. Felice will be choosing for the 116 right here. 116 is not taken out yet on 14 HP. Barely survives, but will be taken out right here. Rush Kran will be taken out as well. Getting killed by the concepts. Days will be fairly pressured by the light tank and the 116 as well. Reactive armor not really doing too much because the Vickers has the hash. Reactive armor not being effective when hash is used. Rush team kind of in a bad spot. QQ basically able to overrun this quite easily. .116 missing a shot. Will be picked up right there. .116 will be picked up as well. Light tank not even taking the B cap. I think it's best for the light to just run in. I mean, you're not gonna win anyways. Is running in and is picked up. All right. Very well played by QQ. Will be putting that into the score. Thanks to Rigged in the chat who told me that we are not watching 1337 at the moment. Mistake. Okay, we're going to be seeing Naval Frontier. Very good map. Love that. We've seen some Horis on this map holding the point on... I think it's the C point. I think it's the C point. I'm not sure. Alright, we're going to be watching Rush taking 2 116s, 4 crowns, and 1 light tank. QQ picking their tanks right now. I mean, I would probably have a 215B on top of the medium flank holding that big port thing. I don't know what it's called. The big building above the capture point. All right. We are seeing 5 crowns, 1 Felice, and 1 215B. 215B is a tank that I would have expected to see a bit more in the tournament after its buffs on the armor profile, but I guess it has a bit of a weak track wheel. Teams not being interested in getting caught in the open. Alright, we will be hopping into the next match here. Let's see it. If QQ wins this, that will be a 3-0 sweep for QQ. 116 is in fact going on top together with a crown. As to where Rush is going up with a single crown. 116 probably looking to get that C cap or maybe even just cover it. Yeah, just cover it in the bush right here. QQ taking it very slowly here. Looking to get the shot on the crossing with the Felice. No one crossing though. Crown bleeding to some HE splash. QQ bleeding quite a bit early on. This boy's talking too much. Alright, QQ did bleed 3 shots already. QQ. Rush taking the A cap. Oxbow and probably walking ace as well will be moving in to punish that move. Panzerwagen looking to make the rotation back. Does take one shot. Cannot run away. Does take the second shot from Oxbow. Oxbow takes one in return though. Light's in a bit of a bad spot here. Not able to run away. Walking Ace gets one shot. Enemy Kran also moving in to support his teammates there. Walking Ace looking to pick up this light tank. But not really interested in taking a full clip for it though. Rush team looking to make their move. Daze also coming in to support this. Making it a 3 versus 3 again instead of the 3 versus 2 that it was first. Cantelli will be picked up right here. Walking Ace is not going to die here. The renamed user not having a shot anymore will be picked up by Walking Ace in a second. Alright, but on the other side we see Rush making a move here. Making a 1v1 of the Krans. Let's take 2 shots. Daze getting a shot into this Kran right here. Wunder. Felice holding this corner. Getting some shots into the 116. Probably looking to finish him off as well. Is he able to hit the shot? He is able to hit the shot. Does pick up the 116. Kranwagen is probably looking to make his move onto this 116. Looking to finish him off. Does need a high roll. Does not get the high roll. Ugh. That's unfortunate. Felice takes the kill instead. Daze here. Looking to get away. Looking to get the shot. Does he get the shot? He does not get the shot. Not quite. But does get picked up the crown. Crown right here. Last one left over on the enemy team is taken out. And that's another victory for QQ. Winning on both sides actually. Yeah. Not really something Rush wanted to have. 1337 versus QQ. QQ winning this. We're gonna reset the score to 0, and now we can put this to 1337. Perfect. Rush getting defeated. Kind of in a bad group for them. Not really the group they want to be in. If I were Team Rush right now, I wouldn't be very happy, to be fair. Rush kind of looking to stay in the top 16, not looking to go down, because there is still that threat of Prada, who won against PPS, to get into the top 16. Let's see, how is Prada performing? Prada winning to choke as well. What? Choke also having multiple players that have seen top 8 and top 16. Wow. Prada is on a streak here. Prada winning to choke as well. Yikes. Yikes, man. B-Love does win against Ren. We see Liquid winning against Kova for the first match here. Might see a comeback from Kova. You never know. But Prada winning to BPS and also the other team, Choke. Also winning to Choke as well. Prada's cooking something, man. Prada's cooking. Alright. I think this is the final, isn't it? 1337 versus QQ. Final of day 3. I believe this is it, yeah. This is it. Grand final, yeah. Alright. Grand final. QQ versus 1337. Both excellent teams. 1337 barely taking the ball the first time facing each other today. Hmm. 1337 is losing to Liquid though. What is happening with Prada? Who did they put in their team? Versatile purple. No. Octopusita. Ishira. Chant Knight. Prada is cooking, man. Prada is sweeping the floor. Alright, we're gonna be put into the match within 40 seconds. Alright, we'll be put into the match. 1337 is actually tied to QQ on my poll. Both have 37% of the votes. Interested to see, man. Alright. Grand finals. We see two concepts on the side of 1337. Did I? Oh. Eh, eh, eh. Turn those around. Why the hell is Siri doing that? My Siri on my phone went off. QQ kind of looking for the A cap here, looking to hold that. While 1337 is on the C cap, getting the early cap advantage here. Kranwagen here will be holding these guys off. If I were QQ, I would probably just place a tank right here, maybe one right here as well. Got some guys behind there, probably a light. Got some guys on the ramp. Try to get some bleeds out. One, ooh, light got spotted on the boosted position. Concepts, trying to get some bleeds out. This is looking kind of goofy, man. Wait, hold on. I need to fix my scores. Alright, there we go. Panzerwagen, that's got bled out. QQ having 3 tanks on both sides. 1 tank in the middle. Days. Ooh. Meeting the light tank there. Will be getting shot by the Kran. Does take 1, 2. Gets tracked in the open as well. Walking Ace does provide some cover fire. Days gets another shot from the Kran. Kind of overextended there. In the meantime, the Kran here does get bled quite a lot as well. 1337 not really allowing QQ to make any moves whatsoever. Ooh, Light got spotted again. This is too predictable after the second time of getting spotted here. Days looking to get back into safety in the middle ramp right here. Not really seeing much movement from QQ. Kind of just trying to get some more HP advantage that they already have, but kind of need more HP to work with if you're pushing. Kran's rotating though. Performance is spotted on his rotation. They might be looking for 2 pushes at the same time, but if 1337 can react to this properly, this is not going to be a good one for QQ. QQ moving in with the Kran wagons. Bow does get shot by the light as well. Not really able to make their move right here. But we see on the other side of the map, the Krans right here making their move. Gets bled out heavy. Ooh. QQ in a really bad spot, having to push into a total lockdown. (1337) punishing the guys of QQ right here. Oxbow will be taken out very soon by the light and the Kranwagen here. QQ is making their move, will be getting into the C-cap very soon. Performance. 1337 does pick up the kill and wins on the cap. That is the first point to 1337 winning because they are in a complete lockdown. Well played to the people of 1337. All right. We will be seeing another Winter Malinovka map. All right. On the side of 1337, we see a Felice, we see 4 crown wagons and 2 lights. And on the side of QQ, we see 3 concepts, 3 crowns, and 1 light tank. Let's see if QQ can win this side of Winter Malinovka. The team of QQ does have that DWF avatar, which I really like. It's very cool. I'm quite jealous of that one. Alright, the light of 1337 is probably going to be sitting in this bush right here, trying to get some spots in. No, actually boosts itself up here. Not really. Does spot some people, I guess. Yeah, he does. QQ looking for the aggressive push onto the A cap quite early on. Days got shot quite soon into the match. Disgusting leg spike. 1337 is looking to contest QQ here in the corner. We'll be sending 3 Kranwagens into the concepts. Concepts are going to try and take cover behind this house, but will be shot in the meantime. Krans looking to dump their clips. Kind of equally bleeding them out. Light tank of 1337 gets taken out. Not really sure where because I'm focused on this massive fight. Concept gets taken out. Oxbow is going to be the next one to be taken out. Is going to try and dig himself into cover here behind the corpse of his teammate and is taken out. Walking Ace will be backing off. Don't think it matters all too much. 1337 does have one gun more, but the hit points are actually quite equal. We see the light tank facing off against the Kranwagen. Kranwagen will be shooting a shot there. Light tank not quite able to connect that one. Days looking for a shot. Does get the shot into renamed user. He's probably looking for some cross shots here by driving somewhere there. Days gets a shot into light. Light tank will have to try and move out of this position soon enough. Both teams not really moving. Except for QQ. Days trying to get this angle onto the light tank. Does get a shot into the light. Not really sure if that was a blind shot or not. Light tank takes another shot. Light tank gets taken out. QQ might be able to pull this one around. Alright. Kranwagens here facing each other. Kind of trying to play it safe. QQ basically just has to hold this off. I mean, if Daze captures both the B and the C point, 1337 will have to push eventually, but I don't think they have the hit points or the guns to do so. Which means that this will be quite a easy victory for 1337 if Daze does decide to either cap or one misplay happens. Walking Ace getting another HE splash into the Kranwagen. If I were QQ, I would just play this safe on caps, which they are. I mean, they don't even have to get the C points because they have one gun more. But Kranwagen is making a move onto the other Kran. Does get taken out. It's 2 versus 4. Not really sure if anything will happen here. 1337 making the final push. Will be taken out soon. Renamed user is out of the match. And QQ is winning this game. Alright. Very well played by QQ. Knowing that they have the cap advantage. Waiting for the enemies to make their move. Picking up the low HP tanks. Alright. Very nice. QQ won. We are going to see Rockfield now. Might be able to see some boosts up certain hills. One of my favorites. Love to see those boosts. Those boosts always just put a smile on my face, honestly. They're fun. On the side of QQ, we see 6 crowns and 1 light. While on the side of 1337, we see 2 116s, 2 concepts, 2 crowns, and 1 light. More variety in the lineup. They is looking for some early spots. Does not spot anyone except for the concept there and the crossing. QQ might be looking to play aggressive on the A cap. Is in fact moving quite aggressively right here. Might be able to pick up the renamed user. Renamed user in a really bad spot. Down to a 1-shot. But on the other side of the map, we see Walking Ace getting pushed out of his holding position. Well, not really pushed out, rather just rotating out of his position, knowing that if he stays there for much longer, he will be pushed by 3 enemy tanks as well. QQ did pick up renamed user there in his concept. Also looking to make a push into the spawn of 1337. Not really prioritizing the concept. Not really sure what's happening there. I mean, yeah. One 337 not really willing to give up their spawn so easily. 1337 is one gun behind though. It's gonna be a hard one to win for them. They are bleeding quite a lot. Ooh. Oxbow might be able to take out Apple right here. But not quite. I feel like they might be playing Ring Around the Rosie for a while. No, Oxbow will be taking out the Apple guy. Walking Ace did pick up the Crown Wagon right here. And the other crown gets taken out as well. That leaves the light on his own. And is picked up. A very confident victory by QQ. Noticing that they have far more tanks on the A cap. And just making that push worth. Very well played by QQ. And that is a 2. The meta variety, yes. A lot of variety, don't you think? Oh, we're gonna be seeing the Hori. The Hori will probably be pushed up the hill again. We've seen this before. 1337 not really changing their strats. Just sticking to the strat that works, yes. Let's press the ready button. It's a good idea. Alright. The Hori, we will see the Hori on top of the hill inside the spawn. Looking to get some shots. Will be boosted by his teammates. And on the other side of QQ, we see one light, 2 116s, and 4 Kranwagens. 1337 looking to play this quite slowly, but also surely will be taking their positions back, which they will lose, boosting that Hori up the hill. Not really sure where else they would put the Hori, because we've seen the Hori on the hill before. I'm sure that QQ will be expecting this as well. Alright. This might be the last game. Hori looking to get into a... Yep, Hori looking to get boosted up here. Will be put up that hill. QQ looking to play aggressive on the A cap again. Not really interested in the C cap. QQ is fast. They might be able to catch these guys doing their funny thing. Hori is not quite able to get up there. Failing the boost. Oh, not good. Not good for the team of 1337. Putting their 116 and Hori in a horrible position. Will get to bleed at least 800 in the crossing, I would assume. Quite late there to get the shots off on these guys. Hori will be blind firing this bush. Days will keep the spawn scouted. making sure that no moves will be made on their spawn. QQ looking to make a rotation back to their spawn, knowing that 337 already is expecting them in their spawn. Ooh. Kranwagen here gets bled a bit. I mean, yeah, QQ will have to start making a play at some point, but 1337 did already bleed quite a bit of HP. More than 2000, which is basically a full hurry. Kranwagen here just got bled by Daze in the light tank. Daze getting some sneaky angles in the corner. Panzerwagen getting told to go on expedition to find out who is shooting the Kran. Kran just got shot again by Daze, but Daze is spotted now and will be absolutely beamed out of existence. Daze is out of the game. And Light being able to spot that, causing the enemy team to lose their light tank. But QQ does get the B cap for basically free. 1337 starting to make their rotations. Not really happy with the fact that they gave away the B cap like that. 116 looking to make a move on the other 116, not knowing that this guy is still here. Will be put into a 1 versus 3 and is taken out very, very soon. This crown right here, Solitude, will be taken out as well in a 1 versus 2. Performance will be trying to hold the enemies off for as long as possible. Light tank on the team of 1337 is hopping into the B cap. Walking Ace looking for a fast D cap, is able to get it, Walking Ace. Oh, Lights got taken out. Very good for QQ. 67 bait is looking to finish Walking Ace off. Walking Ace gets into cover, which means that 67 bait is now in the open and also stuck due to the track shots. Not really in a good position there, but Oxbow getting pushed by the Hori and also the 116, but not really. 1337 taking this game, reacting quite good to the situation. It's down to a tiebreaker today again. We're gonna be seeing another tiebreaker here. Who is going to win this tiebreaker? Let me know in the comments. Oh my god, I hate saying that. Last map is going to be on Yukon. This is not one of my favorites. It's quite small and just, it can be quite fast. I don't really think that Yukon is a capture map unless you have two lights or a light fighting a heavy tank like in the end game. I think Yukon is quite a fast map due to the fact that it's so small. But we will see. We will be seeing 4 crowns on the team of QQ, 2 concepts and 1 Vickers light. 1337 is still the fan favorite in the poll, but still equal to QQ. Both have 33%. All right. Gonna see who's gonna win. We do see a mouse on the side of 1337. It's gonna be a meat shield for the team, or at least he will try to be a meat shield for the team. Days is going to be looking probably for this bush. No, it's going to go completely wide. Will be spotted by the light. No, is not spotted. Days is not spotted on his crossing. Is spotted now though. Does take a big shot in the face there for poking out. Kranwagens looking to make the crossing impossible for QQ there. Days kind of stuck in the corner now. 67 bait holding the middle. Both teams are just waiting for the other team to make their move. Performance in the Concept 1B does move up a bit. Oh, does take 2 big shots. Ah. But is in quite a good position right now with the Concept. We'll be trying to snipe the cupolas. QQ bleeding quite a bit of damage. Quite a bit of HP there. Not good. Daze is looking to return out of the corner. Looking to get out of that position. Not really happy in his position right there. I would assume, at least. Mouse is starting to kind of make a move. Not really. Light tank of 1337 is just slowly but surely taking every single cap. Making sure that QQ will have to make their push at some point. QQ kind of moving up in the middle. Can actually start making crossfires here, but have to watch out for these guys in the back that will try to punish that. Seven bait. Not really in the greatest of positions. 1337 moving in for Oxbow. Oxbow kind of in an overextended position. Will get shot from the side as well by 67 bait. Performance will also be taken out. Not really see that happening, but Daze is stalking the light tank. Is looking for the ankles of the light tank, looking to break those ankles. Looking to take them out, does take out the light. But we do see on the other hand that the Krans are just making their moves. And QQ is kind of getting slaughtered here. Not having caps, not having HP. Does have gun more. No, not even a gun more. Kranwagen will be picked up, and this seems to be a GG for 1337 already. He's looking for the angles. Not quite able to do so. I mean, they are taking their time. I mean, if 1337 takes out one guy, it's already over. Now it's not over if they take out one guy. Days gets picked up. Walking A is left. 67 bait will be finishing walking ace. That is a victory for 1337. Getting those caps, getting the correct pushes. Very well played on the side of 1337. And those are the matches of today. Well, 1337 winning this. I mean, they're still equal in the pool. QQ and 1337. That was the big game. Such an unfortunate game for QQ. Very, very unfortunate. That's really unfortunate for QQ. Let's see what other teams have done in the tournament. Okay, we can see that Kova won to Liquid. Very nice. Very, very nice for Kova. 1337 won to QQ. Kind of a rough one for QQ to take to the face. We see that Belov lost against IPA. What? Okay. Prada losing to BPS on the last game. BPS taking their victory again. I'm not really sure what happened here against Belov. Okay. Those are all the matches for today, I think. I'm just gonna ask if there are any more matches left over today. Might be able to get some more into the stream. Yeah. QQ losing. I did not really expect that, honestly. That is a rough one for QQ. Not really gonna make any progress with that. We will have to see what happens tomorrow, which I think I'll be streaming as well. I'm not sure. I think so. Very for 1337 winning to QQ. I'm just gonna see if there's any more games left to be played that we can spectate. In the meantime, I'm just gonna play a little random game. All right, here we go. Random game. We do have some heavy tanks. Conqueror, very good tank. Let's see if we can just hold the heavy flank, honestly. They do have another ground wagon as well, which will be annoying to face. I think these are all, yeah, these are all the matches for today, actually. Okay. Not really sure what he's thinking or doing. No, you don't. No, 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 you don't.
Ingen verkan i målet. Fienden träffad.
Okay. Skadoosh! Tiger Mouse getting absolutely disintegrated.
Vi slog rakt igenom
One,
pansaret.
2.
Målet nedkämpat.
Alright. Kranwagen camping. Oh. I feel bad for my enemies, man. I feel bad for my opponents. Might be able to get a shot into this guy. Not really worth it. I'd rather have my DPM a bit. I'd rather spare my DPM for a bit.
Den satt i plåten.
Okay. I guess I'll move up then. Alright.
Träff. Genomslag. Vi slog igenom pansaret. Träff. God verkan.
Alright, no more matches today.
De är ute ur striden.
Mina Taro.
Träff.
Alright, perfect.
Fienden brinner.
3000 damage, gamer. I might be able to get some shots into that guy actually. What's up? Wait, hold on. Hold on a minute. No, the push. The push scares him away. We do have the red calibration. Don't think it's really necessary. All right. What can we do? Let's try to get that to 20. Let's try to get that to the 20. Let's get that to the 20.
Nu kör vi.
All right. I'm gonna be holding the heavy flank. Concept's gonna be annoying. Object 260 shouldn't be too big of a problem, considering that he's probably going over peak with this giant pike nose tank. All right. There's already one guy on the. Ooh. They are quite aggressive there. Not really sure what to think of that. Oh, concept, hey.
Bandet är skadat. Vi dingar dem bara.
Okay, we're gonna start making a move.
Fienden träffad. Vi slog rakt igenom pansaret. De är borta.
Okay, taking the concept out of the game. Nice cupola snipe. Your cupolas aren't safe, sir. Alright, going to push through on to this guy. Don't really. Do I need my second shell? Probably do. Yeah, especially right now.
Träff. God verkan.
And boom. Alright, perfect.
Verkan.
Now I can start making my rotation back to there. Tell my teammates to capture the A point. Oh, not good. Hey. Let's hope they don't have any clear shots onto the B cap. Would be quite bad for me if they did. We're good. Now the question is, am I able to move back from the cap? Oh.
Vi läcker bränsle. Fienden träffad. Bandet är trasigt. Vi är stillastående tills det är lagat. Träff. God verkan.
Okay, we do get a clip in return. Don't try to overmatch my roof, please. Hehe, not good. Okay, good shot. TVP is almost dead. Ooh, I7, I don't know about that one, buddy. Especially if you're with your shot, that's not good, man. Tracking him in the open, getting another shot, and he's out of the game. Perfect. I wonder where the other grill is, though. I'm pretty scared of that. Damn. Relax.
En fiendevagn förstörd. Träff. God verkan.
I'm scared. 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 My driver, man. Did you really have to do that? One. That rock just randomly disappeared in my screen, I think. What the hell? That's so weird. Not quite able to finish that, I don't think. I feel like that should have hit. I feel like that gave him a buzz cut right there. Buddy, it's time to move. Never mind. You're dead. He is done. Alright, pretty good game. In the crown. Do we get the 20%? Oh, we get an ace. What the hell? No. One more game, I think. One more. How's that an ace worth it? What the hell? Alright. Let's keep moving. I don't really need my speed boost to make my move here. I don't really want to overextend into the heavy flank. Don't really want that C point that bad. It's not that deep. 16 is moving wide though. Do see an E4 there. Not quite able to get the splash damage onto him. But that's completely a-okay. My teammate gets a shot in. Perfect. Ooh, no, no, no. Okay, I'm making my move. I don't care. Type 71 shot. Perfect. Let's get the C cap. I completely wasted my reticle calibration, but that's a-okay as well. Can we get some shots into the TVP maybe? Yes. I do hope my teammate didn't block that shot. That would have been... That's nasty, man. Oh. Not really sure what that 116 is doing. I don't really care about taking a shot from this guy since we're like pushing onto the 116, sir. Chieftain. The fight is here. Hey.
Bandet är trasigt.
Ah,
Stillaståendet är stillagat.
damn it.
Den satt i plåten.
Back up. Back up. Get out of this position as soon as possible. Back up, back up, back up, back up. Okay, we're good. We're good. We can move up to the bush. See if we can get some shots. No. Not quite. Not quite. The 215B scares me, man. Oh. Bad shot. Ow. Ooh, I'm stuck in the open. That's not good. Not good.
Lagat bandet. Kör nu.
Alright, let's move up. Not really worried. Team finally caught on to the push. It would be the best to take out the E50. Yeah, the middle is just free now. Perfect. Caro is in the far back. We'll be able to pick this guy up real quick.
Riktigt bra träff.
I said real quick. Thank you.
Kämpad.
Let's pre-aim. Get a shot. Tracking him. Perfect. Teammate gets a pretty bad shot though. Let's stalk him. And kill. Perfect. Perfecto. 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 Do we get the point two? Do we get the point two? Come on. Come on, come on, come on, come on, come on. Come on. No! Damn it. Another game, another game, another game, another game. We're gonna win, we're gonna win, we're gonna win. We're gonna win. Trust, trust, trust. We're gonna win. Why did that not give me the point two, man? What a scam. Give me my point two. I wanna go bed. Yes, team comes with me. Yes, yes, yes. Finally. We're gonna go hill down right here. See who dares to contest me. Probably nobody. Okay, light tank is up here. What's up, man? I mean, there's no one right there. Excuse?
Vi slog igenom pansaret.
Excuse me? What is your plan?
Slaget. Nästa.
Okay, that's an interesting use of a light tank. Let's see if we can get up there quite hold down. Not really trying to lead any hit points there. Yeah, we'll be able to get a full clip somewhere. That's one. Yeah, let's just try to get some shots.
Träff. Genomslag.
Okay, Grill's out of the game. Perfect, let's keep moving, let's keep moving. Let's get that point two. I need my point 20%, man.
Fiendevagn nedkämpad.
Let's get some crossings. Boom. Let's get some assist damage. Hello, can I kill? Thank you. Am I able to pick him up? No. Nope. Alright. If this doesn't give me the 20%, I don't know what will. And this is like the end of the stream, man. I'm going to my bed. I desire my sleep. I want my sleep. Very well played by my team. Yippee! Yippee! Point 20. Alright. Well, I hope you guys enjoyed the stream. We will be seeing 1337 and probably QQ in tomorrow's matches.